Hello everyone, and today I do want to show you how to crochet this amazing stitch, which you can see it's like a knitted stitch, ribbing knitted stitch. And there are so many crochet stitches out there that they can give you the ribbing effect, but I think this is really the best one. So I do want to show you this stitch because I am going to show you also a project made with this stitch, and I thought it is better that I show you step by step and the logic behind the stitch. But you can see the stitch over there too, which is going to be in the coming days. So this stitch is called closed half double crochet stitch and is actually made through the back loop only. I mean, in the first row where we have the chain stitches, we don't have a back loop, but in the other rows is crocheted through the back loop. So this stitch officially is called closed half double crochet through back loop only. Okay, so let me just show you step by step how to do this stitch. Okay, so first I'm just going to do slip knot, and then I'm going to do a number of chain stitches, depends on your project. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 13 chain stitches, and I'm going to have on the first row 13 stitches because for this kind of stitch, this stitch is for the turning, right? So if you need to start a project and you need, for example, 20 closed half double crochet stitches, then you have to start the project with 21 chain stitches. In this stitch, for the first row, we will skip the first chain stitch from the hook and we will insert the hook on the second chain stitch from the hook. So for this stitch, for the first row, yarn over, insert the hook in the second chain from the hook, yarn over again, and pull through the chain stitch. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. For this stitch, we're gonna have to grab the last loop that we have here, that we made here, that we pulled through with the fingers, and this loop we will have to pull it through these other 2 loops. So for the two fingers over here, they will help you a lot. So I usually put my fingers here, this and this on the back, and then I will pull this loop through these 2 loops. Not always easy, huh? But yeah, like that. So again, this is how it looks. Yarn over, insert the hook on the next chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, 3 loops on the hook. The normal half double crochet, you actually have to yarn over one more time and pull through the 3 loops, but this is different. So once you have these 3 loops with your fingers, pull the first loop over here through these last 2 loops. So just like that. So one more time, yarn over, insert in the next chain stitch, yarn over, pull through the chain stitch, keep with your 2 fingers and pull again the same loop through the 2 last loops. This is how the first row it is going to look. So let's continue and doing this for all the chain stitches, and then I will show you how it works for the second row and on, so that we can have that ribbing effect like knitted. So this is how the first row it is going to look, and yeah, we don't use the back loop here because there is just chain stitches. So now from the second row and on we will work the back loop. So to start the second row we do one chain, which does not count because when we turn the work to work the second row, to crochet the second row, we will skip this chain. So yarn over, skip the chain that we made, the first chain from the hook, and insert the hook in the second stitch from the hook. So this is the first one, the chain stitch, and this is the second one. So this is the front loop, this is the back loop. And we are going to work this stitch for every row from the second row and on through the back loop. So we are going to insert the hook always on the back loops. We are not going to get both loops as we usually do, but just the back loop, okay? Back loop of each stitch. So I did yarn over, insert the hook on the back loop of the second stitch from the hook, and then just the same actions that we did for the first row. Yarn over, pull it through the back loop, and now you have 3 loops on your hook, and again the last loop we will pull it again through these 2 loops, and that's it pretty much. So yarn over, find the back loop of the next stitch, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and 3 loops on the hook, and again the last loop we are going to pull it through these 2 loops, and keep working like that until the end of the row. And be careful at the last stitch because it's kind of tricky here, so you have to see that this is the front loop and this is the back loop, so you have to find them. It's kind of tricky sometimes, yeah? So you have to find that, and this is the back loop of the last stitch that we need to work. This is the second row. So from the third row we're just going to repeat the same what we did in the second row. One chain, turn. So we skip the chain stitch, yarn over, in the back loop insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and the same loop pull it through the last 2 loops. And yeah, this is as the second row as I showed you. So now again yarn over, back loop in the next stitch, and closed half double crochet through back loop. Continue until the end. Okay, this is the end of the third row, and once you do the third row of the closed half double crochet through back loop, you can actually see the ribbing. This is actually one full ribbing pattern. So you're gonna have to repeat the second and the third row over and over. And actually, basically, this is yeah, how it works. And you're gonna have this on this side, the pattern will look like this on this side, and the pattern will look like this on this side. Yeah, so actually one ribbing like this is 3 rows, but then once you repeat the second and the third, you're just gonna have these rows over and over again. Okay, my darlings, I hope you liked this stitch, and I hope this will help you a lot, especially for the tutorial that is coming next, and it's going to be in a couple of days or a week. So you're gonna be very happy with that tutorial, and if you are already in the future, I will just post it somewhere here or there. So if you love this stitch, you can actually do that project, which is a sweater. Okay, so anyway, you will see that this stitch is very useful, very modern, and yeah. So I will see you on my next one. Cheers!